Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Eclectic Tarot. I am the one and only Q. And if you didn't know, I use tarot and astrology as well as the spirit of discernment to examine the energetics of people, situations, notable events, what's going on in the political arena, and even sometimes the drama on YouTube. I use these tools to get into the spiritual tea, okay? Because I think we all should know what's going on, what's truly going on an energetic level, not what people show us, but the true energy of what is going on, okay? So, yeah, before I get started, I want to wish everyone a wonderful, safe, and happy Gregorian calendar 2025. And I hope that all of your dreams come true. So, today, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I will be examining the chart of everyone's favorite businessman, the one and the only Elon Musk. Yes, that was a pause for dramatic effect because we're about to get into the spiritual tea. And Mr. Elon Musk, he has been in the news for a while, for years actually. And, in 2022, he acquired Twitter, which used to be one of my favorite social media platforms. Okay, he is the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX. And he's been around for a while. He had some dealings in PayPal or he sold part of PayPal. I can't quite remember, but he has been in the news for a while, for years, and even recently, because now some people are saying that he is in a bromance with President-elect Trump. Now, whatever that means to you is whatever it means to you. It may mean something, it may mean nothing, but he's been in the news, he's been in the social media news, especially with his recent take on H-1B visa workers. And I think this morning, if I am remembering correctly, he called someone the R word, the word that rhymes with leotard. Yeah, he called someone the R word that was either this morning or yesterday morning. So, with all the recent chatter, I was curious, truly curious about who he was, who he is, astrologically and energetically. So I looked up his birth information. I entered it into Astro Gold, and here we are. Now, let me just say the birth time that I have for him is 7:30 a.m. Pretoria, South Africa, and that comes from the biography titled Elon Musk, which is by Walter Isaacson, and that was published in September of 2023. So, that's where I got the birth time from. I did not just make this up. So, getting right into it, Elon was born on June 28th, 1971. He is a Cancer sun, he is a Virgo moon, and he is a Cancer rising sign. So, if this birth time is correct, then he has a night chart, which makes the most positive planet for him Venus, and the worst planet for him to be Saturn. Okay. His sect light is the moon. Now, even though his sun is in Cancer, it's not summer. He was not born in the summer. He was born in South Africa, so that is winter. He has a winter chart, okay, because it's winter in June for the southern hemisphere, okay? And that is why, his sun is not really above the horizon yet, okay? So, Cancer sun. Now, I know that a lot of people think that cancers are this nurturing, that's the general stereotype when we're getting into, what's your zodiac sign? Oh, I'm a Cancer. Yeah, he is a Cancer sun. And a lot of people think that he's nurturing and that he cares. But yeah, his sun in the first house in Cancer, everything that he feels and how he expresses his Cancer energy, these are feelings for himself. He nurtures and cares for himself. He has main character energy. Okay. So Even though his sun is in Cancer, and Cancer is a feminine sign, the sun is a masculine planet. Okay. The sun is a masculine planet and is a masculine luminary. The light that he gives off is, yes, that he cares, but he cares about himself. But he's able to disguise it as care and love for the world. Elon's sun shines for he and for he alone. Now remember, Cancer's modality is cardinal. So, yes, part of who he is to initiate change. But intuitively, I kind of feel as if, he feels like he is a king. I think he internalizes that he is a king, that he's a boss, that he's a ruler, and he is the one that's going to be making the decisions. Okay. He is confident and he is very sure of himself. Now, what I think supports his quote unquote kingly confident energy is his Mercury. His Mercury is also in Cancer. And I think that part of what people loved about him was the way that he communicated how much he cared. I never paid attention to Tesla, SpaceX, any of that in all the years that he has been doing business. I never really cared, but I think that he, quote unquote, uses communication and that Mercury in Cancer, I think he used it to, quote unquote, seduce the people because he speaks softly. He's someone that's confident. He's someone that speaks softly, and a lot of people are not threatened by people who speak softly. Okay. That is attractive to people that he speaks softly. He conveys emotion as if he cares, but he's also very emotional. He is emotional. And he is ruled by his emotions, whether people want to believe it or not. And I think that's due to his waxing first quarter moon in Virgo. His moon is mutable, it's waxing. And it grows. Waxing moon grows, but Virgo is an earth sign, but it's a feminine earth sign. So he has a lot of uh, femininity. Don't take this the wrong way, but he's very feminine with who he is. He has a Cancer sun, he has a Cancer Mercury, and he has a Virgo moon. So he is cardinal, he is mutable, but he has a lot of feminine energy. He's very moody. He is moody. Now, the Virgo moon, ruled by Mercury, and his Mercury is in Cancer. So, okay, okay, okay. Mercury is our analytics, our methods, our attention to detail. Mercury acting through this moon. Okay, and remember what I told you all about moon magic. The moon is the gateway where things are made manifest on earth because the moon is our closest celestial body, right? Things come through the moon. It's brought to earth via the moon. Now, his moon in Virgo, that has brought him to have his hand in so many different things, especially technology, okay? He is nerdy. He is a tinkerer. He does like technology, okay? And I don't know if you see it. There's a faint sextile between his moon and his sun. You can see a little faint, faint, faint blue line there from the first house to the third house between his sun and his moon. Yeah, there's a faint sextile there. Yeah, analytical. He tinkers. Everything is being energized and illuminated by his I am king energy. Okay. Remember, the moon does not have light of its own. The moon reflects light. Okay. So his tinkering, his analytics, his such and such, that's being propped up and given to him by the light of the sun. Okay. This is helping him because a lot of people don't think about technology as the place where tyrants are born. But we have a tyrant in the making here. Make no mistake about it. We have a tyrant in the making. Now, if we look at his Pluto, which is also in Virgo, okay, same sign conjunction, Pluto and his moon are both in the same sign. I really think that he had issues in his childhood. Pluto isn't necessarily malefic. Pluto destroys things so that it can change things and rebuild, hopefully into something better. But I think that he's gone through some things in his childhood, okay? Third house issues. And I think that part of what got him through whatever was happening in his childhood was his tinkering, his analytics, his technology, but I think that his Pluto brought him to want to create something better, but it was like Pluto was his alchemist, and his Pluto in Virgo told him that even though he can't control what's going on now, back then in his childhood, that he can make changes and control what happens later on in life, right? And we see that through his business investments, what he does with business, right? And he is changing things, right? you know, Tesla wasn't the first, you know, electric vehicle, but Tesla, SpaceX, the control of Twitter, a social media platform, right? He took all of that, everything that he was mad at, angry with, that he couldn't control, and that's manifesting for him now in the present in his adulthood. Okay. That is what I think got him through his childhood. Okay. He is someone that is willing to push the envelope. He is willing to do what other people are not willing to do. I don't know if anyone has seen the movie The Tomorrow War. It's a movie from Amazon Prime about, a fight of aliens in the future. The main character has a daughter. His daughter in the future ends up being the scientist to figure out how to defeat the aliens, right? But he told his daughter in that movie when she was young, you have to be willing to do what other people are not willing to do, quote unquote, to win. And I think Elon Musk, I think that's him. He is someone that is willing to push the envelope. He is willing to go so much more of the distance than other people. But the question is, okay, how it manifests, right? When is enough enough? How far is too far? Okay. And I think that's part of Elon's problem. Now, moving along, he has Uranus in the fourth in Libra. Yeah, Elon is someone that likes to push the buttons. He pushes the buttons. Remember, he's willing to do what other people are not willing to do. And when you're someone like that, you have to be a button pusher. He does attract people in. Okay. Libra is very, very Venusian, right? That is attraction, but he's unpredictable. He's unpredictable and he's unstable. Let that sink in. He is unpredictable. He is unstable. Okay. He is unstable. And I don't want to call him a weirdo because I'm a weirdo, right? In my family, I am the weirdo. He may be the weirdo in his family. But how you present that to the world, that makes a difference. But yeah, he's unstable. And not only is he unstable, this is literally someone who does whatever it is that he wants. I think part of this is from his childhood because he has this Uranus and Pluto, two very, very actionable planets in the parts of his life that was hidden from society, which is his childhood, third house and the fourth house, right? And the fourth house has themes of childhood, home, structure, foundations. It's tied to your mother, your family origins, even your developing emotions. Okay. And I think that if he had even just a little bit of a tumultuous childhood, part of that quote unquote trauma, and I'm using trauma loosely, but work with me. I think that part of that trauma he brings into his relationships, his familiar relationships, his romantic relationships, and even his business partner relationships. He is, he shakes things up with people in his world. Okay. He shakes things up. I think that he brings a lot of what happened in his past into his present relationships. And remember, he couldn't control what was going on in his childhood, but he said, damn sure I can control what's going on now as I work with and even am romantically involved with other people. Okay, he has Jupiter in the fifth in Scorpio. And yeah, he has big ideas. He has big ideas. He's willing to take risks. This is a Scorpio Jupiter. He is willing to take risks. When he takes this risk, listen, make no mistake about it. Elon has a plan. He keeps secrets. He has a plan for himself that he keeps secret, and he has a plan that he presents to the world. There is some duality there with what he presents to the world and what he wants to do himself. He gives what the world wants to hear, wants to see, to bring people in to support him, but he has his own deep dark desires going on, okay? And he believes in his ideas so much. Yeah, he's going to take the risks to get things implemented, but a lot of times it's drama. There is drama with a lot of things that he does. Remember, Mars is the ruler of Scorpio. Scorpio gets that energy and wants to do things and change things. So, yeah, Mars has given him this energy to drive and to just do things. And Jupiter, the planet of expansion, yeah, it helps him expand his ideas. And look, we have Neptune right there. Okay. Neptune, the planet of desires, inspiration, imagination, illusions, dreams, deception, escapism, and even drugs. Okay, even drugs. Elon's Neptune is at 0 degrees of Sagittarius. At 0 degrees is pure energy. Now, yes, his Jupiter and his Neptune, they are retrograde, but that 0 degrees, Neptune is pure energy. It's energy that has yet to be shaped and molded, right? Neptune was entering that sign, 0 degrees. Sagittarius likes doing whatever it wants to. Sagittarius is a fire sign. He likes doing things and he likes starting shit and he likes tinkering and he likes going here and there and everywhere and to and fro. Sagittarius is a fire sign. Sagittarius is mutable. He is able to adapt to whatever environment he's in to get shit done, but it has to be done his way. Elon Musk is a shapeshifter. He has a lot of changeling energy, okay? The sun is fixed, but Mercury can be a trickster. The moon shifts and changes all the time. Pluto is something that destroys to create. Uranus is shaking things up. Jupiter expands. Neptune is a shapeshifter. He has a lot of emotional, fiery shapeshifter energy. You know, how does his dreams and desires change? How does he move on a day-to-day basis? What is he really grounded in? Is what he's really doing grounded in reality? Is it feasible? Okay. He truly believes that he can do and achieve what other thinks is unattainable. And I think that's part of why so many people like him. People who have big dreams and big imaginations, who truly, want to have big business, who truly want to be a boss, who truly want to be on his level, they think that Elon Musk is one of them. They see themselves in Elon Musk. This is where he gets a lot of his support, but I'm going to come back to that. Now, if we look up at the top of the chart in eighth house, is Mars is in Aquarius. Mars in Aquarius. We have air reinforcing and giving its power to fire. Air is going to grow fire. His Mars in Aquarius, I think that he wants to present to the world as Sun in Cancer. But this Mars in Aquarius, I think he's unhinged. I think he's unhinged in a mad scientist type of way. I think he's unhinged, and I think that now we may be starting to see some of that. I think he's unhinged. He's a mad, unhinged scientist. And, sometimes some of the things that he does, yeah, it comes out of left field. But yeah, in addition to the rest of his chart, I think this is why. Because again, we hit Mars. Mars is gonna do whatever the fuck Mars wants to do. Okay. And Mars is an initiator as well. So you have Mars being hyped up by the freedom and rebellion energies of Aquarius, even though Aquarius is ruled by Saturn, but um he's listen, he gonna do what he wanna do. Okay. Aquarius definitely loves to rebel. I don't think that his Aquarius is pulling in that structure from Saturn. I think that this Aquarius is having fun with the fiery energy. Okay. Elon does shit and he just like, who gonna check me, boo? Who gonna check me, boo? Okay. Now I do think that part of his authoritarian energy comes from wanting to control the structures that comes from Saturn, which is coming from Aquarius. But I think that a lot of what he does, this Mars and Aquarius, he has who gonna check me boo energy. Okay. And because Mars wants to be the one in charge, Mars wants to do things for self. This is bringing that I am the ruler, I am the leader, you're gonna do what I say. Okay. The sad part about it is he does this shit to other people. It's his way or the highway. When you have someone who runs companies, it's his way or the highway. Yeah, this shit manifests for other people. He takes this out on other people. He does shit to other people. Humans, he has reached a level where humans are his playground. When you hear those stories of the wealthy elites who do things to humans because they can literally have anything that they want on the planet Earth. This is Elon. Humans are his playground. He has been tinkering and walking around as an unchecked main character, and this is detrimental to other people's health. Okay, yes, he is creative. Yes, he is resourceful. But Mars is at home here in the eighth house. Okay, Scorpio, this realm of Scorpio. So again, who gonna check him? Who gonna check him? And then this is here in the eighth house with themes of sex, failed relationships, investments, assets, playing with other people's money, the shit that you have to deal with when it goes to court. Yeah, yeah. Remember the coverage of the recent Cybertruck explosion in Vegas? Yeah, I think I saw an article, and I'm gonna have to find it and link it below, but I think I saw an article where he was having a conversation, or he was part of a conversation in which someone said that he may have to sue the media for their coverage of the Cybertruck explosion that happened in Vegas. Why would you be suing them over the coverage? You see what I'm saying? Like this is main character unhinged ass energy, and he takes the shit on other people. This is how he wields his power. Now, again, none of what he does, none of this should be a shock, but sometimes it's just like, really? Are you for real? All I'm saying is that, he's not certified madman, but he's unstable and he is unhinged. Um, he's hard-headed. He's hard-headed. He's hard-headed. And the sad part, in looking at his chart, his North Node is conjunct his Mars and Aquarius. It's a 5-degree orb, but yeah, he's driven to act out and rebel. Now, Chiron and Aries in the 10th house. Yeah, We can all see it. It's put on there for the world. Elon wants to be the man. He wants to be in power. Okay. He has money. He has control over these major companies, businesses that impact the world so much. Okay. Because SpaceX with the Starlink, okay, he is literally controlling people's access to the internet. He is literally controlling people's access in those Tesla cars. He's literally controlling social media with Twitter. This man wants to be in power. I want you all to think about that. He wants to be in power, but he has low self esteem. He's a pick me. Elon does things because he has low self esteem. He's a pick me. He wants to be liked so bad. He is a wealthy pick me. And we all know that pick me's are dangerous, but he's a wealthy pick me. He wants to be loved and worshiped by the world. So much of what he does is because he's trying to become whole and he wants to be loved. He's amassed all this money and fame and power, but he just wants to be loved. He is unhealed from the inside. And, like I said, pick me's are dangerous. The problem is he has to learn how to love himself. But because he doesn't know how to do that, he's, amassing power and all these things that he think is going to get people to love him, but it's not about people loving him. You have to learn to love yourself. He hasn't figured that out yet. Venus in a 12 and Gemini. Okay, yeah. He makes terrible decisions as it pertains to partners and relationships. He makes these terrible decisions. Sorry to say, I think that for him, women in his eyes are means to an end. I don't think he really likes women. I think that women are a means to an end for him. He is not choosing partners for love and true connection. Okay. He's a rich, wealthy, dusty pick me. Okay. He does choose his partners carefully. But again, this is not in the sense of love or romance. He does not he is not doing it because I love you, let's stay together, let's build together. He is choosing people for a specific reason. Okay? He is artistic. He can see the beauty in so many things, but when it comes to partnerships and romantic relationships, there will be fallout. There will be fallout. He does have the ability to meet women and business partners and romantic partners in the realms of the Gemini, the airiness of things. So writing, technology, media, communications. So, that's how he meets his partners, but he don't love you. If you're looking for love, he don't love you. And he won't love you. He will love you for what you can do for him and what you can bring for him, which is children. That's it, that's all. Saturn in the 12, also in Gemini. Yeah. Same sign. Gemini, Saturn, Venus conjunction. Yeah. Now Saturn does bring structure to Gemini because Gemini is airy. Gemini likes to flit around and here and there, and they're talkative and they do this and that and they can't sit down. So Saturn does bring that structure to Gemini. So yeah, again, he's able to build off of the events and galas and social stuff that he attends. Um, this is good for him to learn. He learns what he has to learn to build things up, but not necessarily in a I want to be highly educated. He learns what he has to learn to use it as a tool for himself. So, yeah, I also think that he could be crass and he can say some fucked up shit because Gemini and Saturn, neither one of them care about your emotions. They don't care about your feelings. So he will say some fucked up shit. Now, I want to go back to his Neptune and Jupiter conjunction. Okay. These conjunctions, they occur every 12 to 13 years, so it's not like, this happens all the time. It's somewhat of a rare aspect. Now Elon's Neptune Jupiter conjunction, it is not exact. And we can see that his Jupiter is retrograde at 27 degrees, his Neptune is retrograde at 0 degrees, but there was an exact Jupiter Neptune conjunction at 1 degree of Sagittarius, and that occurred on May 22nd, which was a little more than a month before he was born. Okay. It was a retrograde conjunction, but it was a little more than a month before he was born. And listen, these are slow outer planets. So he's still, even though it's not a perfect conjunction in his natal chart, who he is today is still under that energetic influence of that exact conjunction that happened on May 22nd. That's significant. This is excessive expansion of ideals, excessive belief in those ideals. Remember, Neptune is illusions, deception, dreams. Okay, both of them deal with mysticism. Jupiter also deals in faith, okay, religion. Both of them conjunct together in this retrograde. This is this is cult energy. He has energy, the makings of a cult leader. This is cult energy. This is dangerous. This is a real thing. Um, there is the reason why he has cult like love and support him. Oh my God, and Elon's the best. And yes, we're gonna change the world and we're going out into space, and Elon can do no wrong, and you're just a hater and you're just jealous. This is cult energy. He was born, he has cult love energy baked into his natal chart. And I think that this energy supports this Aquarius Mars energy. These are things that we experience from him. Okay? But this is real cult energy. It really is real cult energy, okay? Yeah, so I think that and we can see it right in the middle of his chart. I think that the biggest thing that Elon will have to deal with as a person, and we don't know him. We're not besties with him. We don't know inside of his everyday life, but his Saturn opposition to his Neptune and, even to his Jupiter, internally, I think that he battles with structure. He has issues with boundaries, and he struggles with what he wants to be seen as. He wants to be loved, he wants to be taken serious, but he's doing it in a cult like way, in a way that amasses, and in a way to control. Because if he can't be loved by people just because of who he is going to then he's going to take the reins, he's going to take the wheel. He's going to make you love him because you won't have any other choice. Okay? He's going to make you love him because he doesn't have any other choice. I think a lot of times he has conversations with himself about his dreams, his true wants and desires. I think that he revisits a lot of his childhood and thinks back on, what happened to him. Is he doing what he really wants to do? Um, but all of this is based on him wanting to be loved and needed and desired. He wants it naturally and organically from people, but if he can't have it one way, he's going to have it another way. Okay? Yeah. So Elon Musk has without a doubt made his mark on history here in the United States and globally. Okay. History, if we'll still be here on this planet in the next 100 years because global warming, history will remember him. Okay? History will remember him. But the question is for what? Okay? Make no mistake about it. This man, in my spiritual opinion, he wants to shape and dominate the planet. He wants to rule. And all of this because he did not get the full love and nurturing that he needed in his childhood. Maybe he was bullied. I don't know, but a lot of times what happens to people in their childhood, it will make or break them as a person, but it's dangerous when you have a person that has amassed so much wealth and power and they have unhealed issues that they need to deal with. So that's what I have for you as it pertains to Elon Musk. What did you think about this? Tell me what about his chart shocked you? What didn't shock you? Let's get the conversation started down below. And yeah, because this one was this was I did not think that this was going to be like this. I knew that I had my feelings about him, but looking at this chart, I think that yeah, I'm not saying we're in danger, but we might be in danger. Okay? Because right now he's getting close to the White House and those who will be in power in the White House. So remember, I said he wants power. So yeah, what shocked you about this? What didn't shock you about this? Let me know down below. Let's get this conversation started. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.